Hey, what's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love back on your screen and your speakers one more time. And welcome to another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, we're going to look back at some of the best interviews that I can recall that I've done. So check out these interviews that I've done right about now. What's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love back on your screen and your speakers one more time. And today, we're going to introduce some of the influential artists that I have interviewed in the year of 2020 through 2021. Check out these interviews, check out these artists, tap in, because these brothers and sisters are serious with it. Without further ado, folks, let's bring in the best of Let's Chat and Jam.
You know my camera is still on both of us, but continue.
Yeah, but my camera's different. My camera's different. But you know, we're recording this. Don't worry about it.
So it's gonna stay on both of us on my phone the whole time.
Well, you can switch it.
Yeah, I'll just leave it like that.
You can switch the view if you want to. Just change the screen. And then when I speak, I'll pop up. And then when you speak,
I'm not a phone person. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it one more time. One more time. I'm gonna try this intro one more time. Wow. So I guess the next question I had was, when did you realize you had a passion for music? You just already answered that. Since you were 13.
I was 13.
Wow.
Yeah. You want me to elaborate and go into detail on that?
Yeah, go into detail. Tell us the whole story.
Well, basically, growing up, I've always been like shy. I wouldn't necessarily say shy, just not able to communicate my thoughts in a way that people around me could understand. So whenever I would feel some type of way, whenever I'm sad or I'm happy or like any type of emotion I could have at school, just imagine me being 13, I would come home and instead of me asking for advice from my mom or my friends or my siblings, I'd like write in my little journal, and to the point where it turned into poetry. Like every line would start rhyming, and then that's just how it turned into music.
No, I'm not surprised, because when we spoke the other day, I was like, yeah, I know he's got skills. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
And man, you said, tell the folks, how long did it take you to write that song for real?
Honestly, it was that was like a draft of the song. I was just in the studio and I ended up not really knowing what to say. So that's why the lyrics like kind of, I kind of put that into the song and then I built the story off of it.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's very, very, very creative. Very creative. Especially, I mean, if you could just do that because you don't know what to say, I could just imagine your songs come out when you do know what to say. Yeah. Just for an accidental draft, this is not how it's supposed to go. But dang, you did that. And the way you delivered it is like you knew where it was going from the beginning. You knew the story because you wrote it. It just made sense, man. The song makes sense. It's like
God is good.
Don't stop, man. You just like, okay, I'll crush this one hurdle. Got that done. Cross that off the bucket list. On to the next. And you just keep doing it over and over again. I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud as a fan of entertainment and as a fan of hardworking people. Me, I am. And I'm a fan of you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Who is your greatest influence, or who are one of your greatest influences?
I have many, but I actually say it's my mom to start with. My mom and dad both. They are both teachers, school teachers. My mom teaches music, and my dad teaches Japanese language. So
I could definitely use him. I could use some of that. Let me get some of that.
He needs some English too. So yeah, you guys.
Yeah, we can work. We can help each other out, sir.
Exactly.
It'd be a win-win situation for the both of us, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I got this influence from both of my parents. They love music, and they really supported me when I was little, when I decided to sing and dance. And they gave me a lot of inspiration. So, but I was kind of a weird one in my hometown because no one was really willing to get out of the town. And because I'm from such a small town in Japan, I'm from a countryside, like deep in mountain. So
are you in a place where if you blink, you might miss the town?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you go to Google Map, Google Earth, in spot of my hometown, you see only things like broccolis, and it just basically looks like a huge broccoli from Google Earth. So that's where I'm from, like deep in the mountain.
Teddy Riley, you are a blessed creator. You're probably one of the best I've ever heard.
He's the architect.
Yes.
We have to. He's at that top. That's where we learned. We learned from him. We was in the studio while he was recreating.
Yeah.
We sitting right here. Teddy was over there on the MPC doing what he do, and we soaked all that up. So, it's a big influence. And when we do New Jack, we channel that Mr. Riley through all that, man, and bring it out. But we give it a basic black twist. But we do have to give, to the architect of New Jack Swing, which is Teddy. We definitely have to do that.
That's a definite, man.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that.
Shout out to Teddy Riley, the architect.
Give him his roses.
Of New Jack Swing. I'll tell you, I really didn't listen to Big Daddy Kane too much. I mean, I did. But when he did that, I Get the Job Done with Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
So shout out to Teddy Riley. You made artists better.
Yeah.
And I love your music style, sir. And I wish you come back with it more and really bring it back again. Because I don't think it was a fad, dude. That shit was not even a trend. That was a norm. That is a norm.
Right about that.
It's not like disco. Disco was temporary. I love disco. Don't get me wrong. I go back in the 70s. I flash back into a time warp. Teddy Riley. No. Teddy Riley, you are forever, bro. You are forever. You are forever making music dope. You are forever making artists better because now they have to know they got to step up their game if they want to even keep to a pace of Teddy Riley.
Right about that.
So I want to tell you, Teddy Riley, I appreciate you. MC Andrew Love, if you see this and you hear this podcast, know that MC Andrew Love appreciates you.
Well, right now, I have a new single out called On the Low. It's going to be on my latest project that I'm going to have coming out. I actually was supposed to release the project at the end of this month, but I kind of want to still work on getting things, tweaking some stuff, getting the mixes right and everything. So I don't want to really rush the process. So I think I'm going to either aim for either next month or early May, one or the other. But it's going to be worth the wait, I promise.
Are you on Loom yet?
Yeah, I am on Loom.
You're on Loom.
I'm on everything.
I didn't know you was on Loom. I haven't seen you on there.
I'm on Loom, but I just haven't really been active on there. Actually, I need to put On the Low on there. I think that's the only place that I haven't put On the Low at. But it's on everything except for
Loom has expanded, right? Loom is like everywhere now.
It is? Loom, yeah, I need to get back on there.
Loom has now where you can submit your songs to their sync licensing catalog. So basically the people that are making movies, they'll look at this catalog and they'll see, oh, this is Genesee. I'd like to hear this song. And they'll play your song and they're like, yes, this could go in one of my films. And then they contact you and now your song is being played on TV.
Oh, I need to utilize that. I need to get back on Loom then.
Loom has this thing.
I did not even know that.
Exchange where you can actually make some money for your career. Like if you want to let's say, you want to get on people's music or they want to get on your music or they want you to get on their music and they want to collaborate with you, they can pay you for collaboration.
Okay, cool.
It's called The Exchange. Check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
But you gotta go to the website, loom.fm. Well, don't worry. It's first I've heard of their name, so if you said it wrong, I would not know. So it's cool.
Yeah, I just hope that Napalm is not mad at me if she ever sees this interviews the lead vocalist and songwriter for this band. The reason why I love them is because you can hear so many influences her main influence is still like soul R&B music. But when you listen to their stuff, you can still hear so much more. You can hear flamenco. You can hear North African music. You can hear some Asian influence, like so much stuff. And every single time when I hear the songs from their album Choose Your Weapon, I always hear something new. And this is insane. And this is the type of artist I would want to be, actually, at this point. I want to be this wholesome artist that nobody knows what genre it is. It's just something magical. It's something that captures you, something that gives you the sense of fantasy, you know? This is the type of artist I aspire to be right now.
You could be one of their roles. Like, you could take on a role of your iconic hero and play the shiznit out of her. I know you can.
Wow. I would be honored to play one of those lovely ladies. Those ladies have been the pioneers of me wanting to be in this industry, just to see how they work and how they just to be in their presence, to watch them come on screen and you can hear the whole room just stop breathing when they grace when they grace the screen. It's like you don't hear a pin drop. That they demand attention.
You seen them in the Tyler Perry movies, man. When they came on the screen, you're right. The whole movie theater did get silent.
Mm-hmm. They demand their attention because they've worked through hell and back just to get to the point where they can just come on the screen without them being looked at differently.
When I was about 6 years old, 7 years old, and I'm listening to my father on the radio, like, you couldn't tell me my father wasn't Elvis Presley and James Brown and all that. You know what I mean? He was just a middle-class father, had a motherfucking regular house in Queens, you know what I'm saying? But you could not tell me that he wasn't. Like, I used to go to James Brown crib with my father. They was his friends. They wasn't superstars to me. They was my father's friends that he smoked weed with.
James Brown used to come to Syracuse a lot. And one particular time he came to Syracuse and he went back to his tour bus and he found out it was Rob. So James Brown never came back to Syracuse.
Yeah, James Brown used to live in Queens. He used to live in St. Albans. Lived right across the street on Belinda Boulevard, right across the street from the VA hospital. But everybody know where his crib was. Count Basie used to live out in Queens. Like, my neighborhood, they got a Black Beverly Hills pretty much in a lot of cities. But my neighborhood, my area in Queens, which was south of it, was Jamaica, Queens, Cambria Heights, Springfield Gardens. They looked at that as like the Black Beverly Hills because all of the prominent Black musicians and Black artists, they all had houses there. All of them.
Kudos goes out to you, T.G.M.T. Lily. You got skills as a songwriter.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Who are your greatest influences?
I say with me is Anne Marie, Tink, Mary J. Blige, Alicia Keys, all of them.
You putting out people I didn't expect to come out your mouth. Because you're 19, and a lot of females your age ain't listening to Pink, Mary J. Blige, and Anne Marie. Anybody listening to them? Not your age. So you listening to them, you come from some parents that have some old school bones in their body.
Yes.
Yes. So who are your greatest influence?
Well, me, it's kind of different because I fell in love with the drill scene in Chicago. I'm gonna tell you some artists that you probably ain't never heard of. Like, I grew up, my favorite rapper of all time though is Eminem. I give you that. But my influencer like is Young Pappy, LBG Duck. They don't never get their credit. They part of the Chicago drill scene. They started it, like Lil J, Swag De Niro. They my influence.
Tell us some of your experiences you've had since you've been in the entertainment industry.
Well, I mean, I had a hell of a road, man. You know, when I first started in the entertainment industry, you know, as I knew that this was going to be a full-time job for me, I started filming a project called In This World. In This World was a documentary. It was filmed by a producer named Kelly Creedon from UNC Chapel Hill. And what she did, she took it to the next level. But along the journey of that, producing that movie, helping being a part of that movie, along that journey, it was a roller coaster, man. In the documentary, if you all actually watch the documentary, I know you watched it. In the documentary, you see that I was stopped by a DPD officer in the video, and the officer was just telling me what I was doing was something illegal, and I needed a permit to do it and all that, etc. But I went down, I tried to get the right registrations and everything that I needed to do that for, to make that possible, so I can be able to do that, promote my self. I was doing showcases, so I wanted to get the right documents. But basically, what happened was he lied to me. It wasn't the truth. I was told that I was not old enough to have a permit to promote, have a peddling license, and I was too young for that. And also, they said as long as I'm in the right of way and not in front of private businesses and things like that, I am in the right of way, and it's my First Amendment right to do so. But he told me that I was actually doing something illegal when I won't. But after that, I stopped doing shows a little bit, and I just started focused on trying to get out to Los Angeles and get my career started out there. I was hoping to go out there and find a production company or somebody that I can work with to put me on.
This brother here has his own sound. He don't sound like nobody else. He's got his own lane. When you have your own lane, you don't have to worry about beefing with people. You know why? Because you don't sound like nobody else. You're doing what you want to do. And that's what T.Savvy is doing. He took the best of everybody that he's looked up to, the best of everybody. And he decided to do what? I'm going to do what I can do. I'm going to take everybody, all the good shit, and I'm going to make it into a young, savvy lifestyle sound. And that's exactly what T.Savvy's doing. And I am so happy that you're doing it, man. I'm really appreciative. As a hip-hop fan, I have to say thank you, man. Thank you for making dope music, man. Thank you for going to the studio and following your heart, man. I really appreciate it. And I'm so honored that you come to Let's Chat and Jam and have a conversation with me, man, because I believe that your future is just beyond the horizon. I believe that people are going to start seeing how good you are, and they're going to recognize that, especially today, folks. You're going to recognize that, and they're going to jump on the bandwagon of T.Savvy, man, and they're not going to look back. And you know what, folks? T.Savvy got some dope-ass merchandise, too. So make sure you tap into T.Savvy. Get over there on Instagram. That's _T.Savvy, and you can tap him in because he's got shirts, folks. He's got hoodies. He's got everything you need, and he can dress you up from head to toe. T.Savvy's got everything. So make sure you go over there and you tap into T.Savvy, man. And you know what you need when you tap into T.Savvy, this is what you're going to say. Damn, MC Angela, you did it again. You done told me to go tap into T.Savvy. We did, and guess what? He's dope. You damn right he's dope, so tap in. Yo, folks, you can't just take my word for it, folks. You got to go tap in to Beth. And you can check her out on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. So watch some videos. YouTube Music, Pandora, and my favorites, please, iHeartRadio. You can check her out on all those platforms because Got Next is everywhere. Shout out to Swifty McVeigh. Got it.
Right, you got it.
Who are your greatest influences?
My greatest influences, I think the biggest one, the main one, my ultimate favorite cherry on top, the late Whitney Houston. She's my ultimate favorite because growing up, watching her sing, she looked like me. I could see myself in her, and just her physique, the skin color, just her being a singer that just really wanted to sing, and a natural singer. You know, she just grabbed the mic and she sang. And I was always like that. I just wanted to be raw with my singing and just really feel it. After studying her and researching her, I found out that she and I have the same birthday. So our birthdays are August the 9th. And that was awesome to figure that out, or to find that out. But she also became even more favorite when she filmed the remake of Sparkle. They filmed it in Detroit, and I was cast as her body double in her stand-in. So I got a chance to work with her Right. Take a picture with her. I got a chance to be Whitney because I had to wear the costuming and the wardrobe. So she ultimately, you know, bar none, is my absolute favorite. And it started as a little girl. And then as I developed as a singer and then got into acting, you know, that just solidified it. That just locked it in there.
Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. I hope you enjoyed the best of Let's Chat and Jam. This is the first, folks. This is the first one we're going to do. And we're going to do more of these down the line, especially when we get to episode 100. I'm looking forward to that, folks. But just keep in mind that we are still on the growth spurt. So please tap in to Let's Chat and Jam to support these wonderful, amazing independent artists. Also, check us out on letschatandjam.com, which is our website home. Thank you very much for tapping in. Everyone, stay safe, please. And if you have a dream, only you can stop you. And nothing beats a failure but a try. Peace out, folks. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. Also, like and share the content, as well as hit the notification icon so you don't miss A Conversation with series right here on Let's Chat and Jam.